when it's time to get it.
Hey everyone, thank you so much for checking out my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to make a super easy, super moisturizing body butter using only a few ingredients. This is very simple. If I can do it, you can do it. First ingredient that you're going to need is coconut oil, a container to keep your final product in, shea butter, and castor oil. I'm going to be using 100% organic coconut oil. Any brand works, brand of your choice. The next item that you're going to need is castor oil or any oil of your choice, olive oil, argan oil, and you can also add in an essential oil for an additional scent. And of course, shea butter, our main ingredient. And I'll be using a KitchenAid mixer, but you can use a handheld mixer. You may even be able to get away with using a whisk. So I'm going to begin by adding in my shea butter. Clearly I struggled here. I actually struggled a lot putting things into this bowl throughout this video. So I purchased my shea butter at my beauty supply store, but you can really get it anywhere. At this point, I feel like shea butter is sold anywhere. But I would suggest using the raw shea butter just to make sure that, you know, you're getting the most benefit. So next I'm going to go ahead and add in my coconut oil. You're going to need 4 tablespoons of this. Of course, give or take how much shea butter you have. You can add in more or less. It's one of those things that doesn't have to be exact. It's just kind of eyeball and guesstimate a little bit. Next, you're going to need 2 teaspoons of castor oil. Once again, you can use any oil. I would recommend argan oil, olive oil, jojoba oil. All those oils are really good for the skin. And you can also add in 1 teaspoon of an essential oil. Lavender oil and rosemary oil work really great for a nice, fresh scent. Next, put all of your ingredients in your mixer or in the bowl and go ahead and grab your handheld mixer. Now the method that I'm using is the no melt method. I will be leaving a link in the description box for a video that explains the difference between the two. I personally prefer this method because number one, it's easier, and number two, to me the body butter lasts a lot longer whenever it's not as like soft and creamy. But of course, if you like a very creamy method, the melting method might work better for you. If you have a handheld mixer, I would recommend using that because as you can see, I definitely struggled getting everything out of the KitchenAid mixer. I feel like if you have a handheld mixer, you can kind of move your hand around and it works a lot better. But of course, just use what you have. Don't go out and buy anything just for this video. At first, it kind of looks like mashed potatoes. That's what it reminds me of whenever it first starts. But the more mixing we get in, it starts to kind of change textures and gets a lot softer, fluffier, and just starts to look a lot better. Not that mashed potato doesn't look good. Mashed potatoes do look good. Slowly but surely, it's starting to change. Now, as you can see, it's starting to look like we want it to look. Starting to look really nice and fluffy and soft. So now we're going to go ahead and put our final product into the container that you're going to use. I would recommend using a glass jar, like a mason jar or something. I was originally going to use that other container over there, but then I was like, you know what, let me just go ahead and use the container it came in. But glass definitely works better, especially with like heat and stuff like that. So I think it's a better way to preserve it, but anything works. If you're cheap like me, you're probably going to be scraping that, trying to get everything off. Okay, gotta get your money's worth. So this is the final product. Once again, depending on what sort of method you want to use, it'll kind of change the consistency. You can have it a little bit more fluffy than this. You can also have it a little bit thicker. I kind of like more of a balm, like a thick lotion kind of balm, so I like mine a little bit thicker. I will leave a link in the description box of different videos that I believe are helpful and that incorporate different oils. And the video describing the melt and no melt method will also be in the description box. So thank you so much for tuning into my video. I hope that this was helpful. All the products and ingredients and measurements will be in the description box. Thank you once again. Hope you like and subscribe. Love you.